Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever. Very tough. It's been delayed for 6 months. We got it here. We've been waiting this. A sequel or a movie, the first MCU movie being nominated for the Oscar, Black Panther. But with the loss of Chadwick Boseman, and they didn't want to replace him as Black Panther, that's a tough decision for Marvel. Ryan Cooper, the director, had to have a big, tough task to make this movie. But is it good as the first one? I went on Thursday night, IMAX, like I do every MCU movie, on the first show possible. And I delayed a little bit because I had technical problems and couldn't just upload the review. But I'm here. Is it worth it? Is it as good as the first one? Or it's just a shadow of this Black Panther? I'm Frankie D. You're in your reviews. Don't forget to subscribe. Give me a like if you can. As we know, we lost Chadwick Boseman, the original Black Panther. They did make the decision, don't replace it. But let's forget about that. Just right now, the task will make this Black Panther 2, whatever you want to call it. Wakanda Forever. Wakanda Forever. Whatever, that's a big phrase a few years ago was all over. But now, with Angela Bassett in the main seat and the whole cast coming back, is it worth it to see this movie? I can't talk too much because there are spoilers. I don't do spoilers. Even so, right now on the internet, there are spoilers all over. But if you don't want to know, if you're just waiting for me or just want to hear my voice, just only if it's worth it to go or don't go, and what is the problem with this movie, if there's any problem with this movie. The biggest problem with this movie first is 2 hours and 45 minutes. That is absolutely, I had no idea why. I mean, I try to delay more and more and make it more spectacle, but really, you got 25 minutes and it makes more running in the right way. It sometimes lack too much or the same thing. I know it's a sentimental movie. I know at the beginning, the first 10 minutes, I hear people weeping. You just, because you remember hearing, they did a great job of remember him and the way they make him pass away in the movie. Absolutely, they made excellent job. And what, I give you a kudos to Marvel, what they did with the logo. I don't want to tell you what they did, but what they did with the logo, you know the logo, which once you start a movie, you see that Marvel with all the characters, or the MCU, or the Marvel comics. They did a beautiful rendition of him. I mean, unbelievable. It looks beautiful. Kudos for Marvel. I think that was absolutely a 10 on Marvel. But again, this is a movie that you have to compare with the first one. The first one was a great movie. To me, it wasn't the best movie of the Marvel of that year. I'm sorry, it wasn't. To me, it was the Endgame. But it was nominated not just for the movie, but for just other situation in that movie. So we don't need to talk about it. But it was nominated. And the first MCU movie, it was a great movie. But this one, let's make it simple. Namor played with Thanos Huerta. Does a good job. The cinematography is great. When they go underwater, it looks beautiful. Probably James Cameron said, "Hey, I'm supposed to be the one in the water, underwater. What the heck is this?" It looks absolutely stunning. I saw in IMAX. It's the kind of movie, if you want to see it in the first biggest screen possible. But Namor, again, is one of those villains that just, it's just, once you have Thanos, it's just, there is no villains that can compare with that. And it's just, to me, it's a soft villain. A lot of people complain about it in the way they went, how he's playing his life in the preview, how he grew up. I think they play too much of that, but even so, it's necessary because this is part of the future of the MCU. A lot of people complain again, and I saw a few reviews, I never do, but because I was a delay, I couldn't upload it. And let me see what few people saying, because I already have my opinion. And some people complain that it was, when it's in Wakanda, everything's great. But then go off Wakanda and they go to part of the land and going to the United States. It's just they don't like it. They just say, why don't keep it? You have to understand that MCU is not playing Wakanda forever just now for now. They whatever happened there is something that has to be in the story for the next 10 movies. For the next 10 years, we start a new phase now after this. And we need to build up that phase. And some stuff that happened in this movie is part of the future of the MCU. We can't have everything in Wakanda. Even so, then sometimes it's too repetitive what happened. It's just some of the fights, they were great. Some of the fights were like, it's just better than the first one. The shaky camera in the first one, I didn't enjoy it that much. But this one is good, but it didn't impress me. To be honest, it didn't impress. The director did a good job. It had a very tough decision on what it had to do. But in the end, 25 minutes too long. There is no end credits. Just tell you, it's 2 hours and 45 minutes. Don't wait for the end credit. It's a mid credit. And it's a mid credit. Okay. It's okay. It's because it's all related with this movie. It's okay. It's nothing would that be a spoiler free, but it's nothing related for the future much of the MCU, even so it part of this. But I thought it's gonna be something else. I thought it was gonna be something that we're gonna see it, but the director didn't want to just end the movie and the end of the credits for anything else. They want to do a rendition of him. And to me, it's a go, a must go, or don't go. To me, it's no, it must go. And I gotta tell you, to don't say, I'm a Marvel guy, and to say, this is no, it must go, it's a good movie, it's not a great movie. But it's a good movie. Too long. It carried too long. That's the biggest problem in this movie. It's too long. The acting is great. Angela Bassett eat it. I mean, technically, I'm sure probably will be nominated for Best Supporting Actress. But it's just, to me, it's too low. It's a go. If you're gonna go and see it, because they're gonna break records again, I would be surprised. It's gonna be between 170 to $200 million, maybe more. Already by Friday, it was $84 million. So, Black Adam, eat your heart out. You couldn't even make 67 and the whole weekend. Okay, again, DC and Marvel, you can't compare. You can't compare. I don't care you got Dwayne Johnson or just Superman come up. I don't care. They can't do it. Marvel is the owner of the comics. It's still the champion. And this movie is going to break records again. And it's going to be people that are going to repeat. I don't feel like I want to repeat this movie. I may go again to see it once, no in IMAX. But it's a go, guys. It's just, you're going to enjoy. It's a popcorn. Get you soda. Get you popcorn. Get you handkerchief because you may cry. It's a good movie. It's a movie to see because it's the beginning. After this, it starts a new phase in Marvel, and it's what is coming is great. Are you agree with me? You believe this is a go? Do you believe this is a must go, or you just didn't like it at all? Let me know in the comments. If you like what I say, give me a thumbs up. If you don't, tell me why not. Give me a thumbs down. Until the next time, support your movie theaters. Please, we need to support these movie theaters because there are only a few movies coming up in the end of the year, and this is one of them. We need the support. Support your theaters, support your video games, support your TV shows, support your podcasts, support me. Hit my Facebook Yoda and subscribe, and I'll review here. Until the next time, stay safe. Thank you. Ciao.